Hey, good morning, folks. I'm going to bend over here for a minute and talk to you about something. We'll show you all how to replace a cord, a bad cord on a, well, we call them skill saws, but they're circular saws. This is not a skill, a circular saw. Now, as you can tell, you see all the splices that I had on it, here and here. Of course, I cut it, and right here is usually the place where it'll get cut. Right here where the blade is. Cutting, and all of a sudden, that's what this guard's for. Sometimes I ignore the rules, but that's where it gets cut the most of the time. Okay, it got cut. I was just too lazy to replace it, so I spliced onto it, and it worked for a while. Then all of a sudden, I cut it here. Cut it right here. Well, I'm still the lazy person that I am. I repaired it. Wired and nutted it together, or twisted it all together and taped it up real good, and it worked. About a year. Well, it was a good long cord. I like that. But now I'm going to save this green cord in case I ever have to do it again on this one. But right now we're just going to discard that. Oh, I'm Papa Gene. If y'all didn't know. So we're going to put this cord on it. This is an old cord that I cut off of something. Hardly ever throw anything away because in fact you might need it. It's your preference on how long you want this. Now, as you can tell, my workbench is kind of cluttered, but I know where everything's at. Alright, what we're going to do, I'm going to go about 5 foot right here, and I'm going to cut it. Okay. Now I'm going to strip this wire. This is the way I do it. You can use a pocket knife if you want. Now, got that. Now this cord here has a black, a white, and a green. We know the black wire is a hot wire, white wire is a neutral wire, the green wire is a ground wire. Sometimes you'll have a bare wire, that's a ground wire too, but the green one right now. But this saw here is plastic. So there's no reason to ground plastic. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to cut this wire off. We don't need it. Not on this application. Alright, let's take it apart. I'm going to stand up so you're not going to see my face. Y'all probably don't want to anyhow. Okay. I'm going to lay on its side. First thing you're going to need is you need some kind of strippers. 7/16 wrench. Either a hand driven screwdriver. I prefer the new method here. That's a cordless drill. Okay, let's take this thing apart. We got one screw right here. Just take all the screws you can find, alright? Now you see why I like this. A whole lot faster. Okay. Now the 7/16, you can see this little nut here that holds this plate here. Let's go the other way. Let's take this nut off. See, this operates this thing right here. That's to gauge how deep you want to cut it. So we're going to take this nut off and commence it. There this little cover plate. That's down. Now we got into the switch. The switch. See, there's a cord going into this switch. That's the one that, you know, makes this blade go around. So, what we're going to do, we're going to cut this wire off. Make sure it's unplugged. Go like that and chunk that too. Anything you don't need, just throw it away. Alright, we're going to strip these wires back. Like so. Y'all doing okay this morning? Okay, and also you're going to need a soldering gun and some solder. Here's my soldering gun. It's not, we laughing at my soldering gun now. What we're going to do now is take this cord here that we just cut off, strip it back. Guess I could have done that a while ago. Doesn't matter what order you do it in, as long as you get it done. Now I'm going to twist these wires together, not real tight, but I'm going to twist them together a little bit just so they'll hold while I'm soldering them. Now what you do, first thing you don't want to do is touch that end right there. It can get pretty hot. So, if you're like me, you got the jitters. So you want to heat this wire up, see? Once all this wire gets hot, then that solder will just kind of melt inside that wire. Oh, come on. Let's see if it'll work. Can y'all see that? I hope so. I don't know if I'm just making a mess or I'm soldering. Well, I got a gob of it on there. Let that one cool off a minute. Oh yeah. Woo! That wire's hot too. Alright. Yes, sir. Now let's solder this one here. Of course, black to black, white to white. You know what I mean? That's pretty. So give me there. Black wire is always hot. White wire is always a neutral. I don't guess it really matters what kind of solder you get. I got the piece that was sitting up there. That's the piece I got. Now let's get this one hot. Some people would just take a wire nut, and you could do that. There's nothing wrong with it. Take a little small wire nut, a little orange one or whatever color, yellow, and wire nut them. You know, you can do that. But I feel more secure using this solder. Plus, I like the soldering. This shaking here is called old people's hands. You get 69, you get 69 years old like I am, you're allowed to shake a little bit. Now we're going to let that cool off for a second. Then we're going to apply this tape. This one here, it don't matter what kind of tape you use. This one here happens to be Scotch Super 88. Tell you a little trick while we let that cool off. A little trick on this tape that you get. You buy a roll of this tape, hardware store, electrical supplies. The smaller this hole is, the better the tape is. bigger the hole is, the sorrier the tape is. But this one here, it's got a pretty good small hole, pretty small hole. And this is some good tape here. I don't use nothing but the best. You know, money is no object here. So, yeah, that's one that's cooled off. I'm gonna put my eyes on. But it's not rocket science. Rocket science here, but we want to kind of get it right. Okay, we're going to do this to it. I'm going to tape it up, you know, pretty good. We don't want no short and out going on while you're sawing. Especially this black wire. You don't want no little things sticking out, no little pieces of wire sticking out on it. You want to get it taped up pretty good, because that's what's going to start the short from going on, the sparks and stuff. You don't want no sparks while you're trying to cut something. Okay. That's pretty good. Now this wire, you got to go through this little, this little indentation in where the handle goes, and it's got this indentation. What I'm going to do is take this tape and build up around that wire, so you know, so it don't pull out. You know what I mean? So let's do that real quick. Tape is cheap, so build that up. That old wire had a little piece of rubber that was stuck on there, and I couldn't get it off. I was going to use it. Now, what I'm doing here, I'm curling. See, you had them two, like a black wire and a black wire sticking out like that, white wire, you know, sticking out like that. Now, I twisted the white wire this way, and I'm going to twist the black wire that way, so that way if the tape does give out, well, you know, you won't cause no short, you won't be touching nothing. There we go. Now all we got to do is put it back together. Line everything up. Stick it down on there real good. Just the fun part. I like these good drills. Let's put them screws in there. Yeah, once you finish a job like this, if you don't have any spare parts left over, you did something wrong. You know? That's the way I look at it. I'm just kidding about that. So we'll start right here. I'm trying to stay out of y'all's way. I don't know if I am or not. Okay. Put this nut back on it. Adjust this back up all the way. Take a 7/16 inch wrench and tighten this little bugger. Now it came with a wing nut, you know, with the little wings on it. Man, that's been gone a long time. So I just stuck a regular nut on it and have to use this wrench. Now, let's try it. Now we can plug it up. I'm going to plug this soldering gun. Well, it's not smoking. What do you think? Huh? Everything's good. Alright. That's how you replace a cord. Look here, man. This looks far sight better than that old one, don't it? Huh? Don't have no splices in it like I did. Now I'm ready to cut some boards. Get this out of the way so I don't burn something up. Well, folks, that's how you replace a cord. I mean, it's pretty simple, but, you know, if it helps one person, that's what my videos are about. If I can help one person out of however many is watching, I'd feel good about myself, you know. So, that's going to be about it for today. Now I guess I got to go buy some wood and do some cutting, you know. So, y'all have a good one. Y'all come back and see me now. Papa Gene from Outdoor Air. So, I'm out here. Bye.